Morning guys, day 3. It's absolutely freezing, I won't lie, hence my hood. So yesterday I finished my treadmill session, which was good. Obviously day before I did strength as well, so today I've got core on the agenda. I've also got a more intensive HIIT, which I'm excited for. Yesterday was pretty light, just to kind of feel everything and get back into the groove. I was obviously a little bit apprehensive about how my shoulder would be, but today I woke up and it feels pretty good, so I'm looking forward to going a little bit more being a little bit more rigorous with it later. So I'm hitting with my friend Christian. It'll be roughly an hour and a half hit. I'll just run through everything. And then, I've got core afterwards. So Wednesdays are usually a kind of lighter day, just because obviously you've gone pretty heavy on the Monday and the Tuesday. So you need to give your body a little bit of time to rest and recuperate for Thursday, which is a power session, which is okay, isn't as difficult as the run or the strength. Is still pretty intense. You're having to basically operate at between 90 and 100% of your max. So long day ahead. Looking forward to getting on with it basically. Hope you all have a great day. Hey guys, I'm here with Christian. So hi Christian.
Hi guys.
So today basically we're going to be running through rhythm, plenty of forehands, backhands, volleys. Probably go easy on the serves because I think that's what did it originally. But no, very much looking forward to it. Missed it, and let's see how it goes. Hi everyone, and here we are. So it's my first proper session. By proper I mean more or less full intensity. I'm just warming up with Christian here. I think early doors, seeing as I hit obviously yesterday for a little bit, but today it's important to really try and get the depth on the ball, feel loose, just try and feel the ball essentially. Trying to have little anchors that I go to, or just remember them from when I last played, which is things like top of the bounce. People will often say it's important to move your feet, but I think that can be somewhat generic. I think having anchors like getting the ball at the top of the bounce always means you have to move well. It's pretty, it's kind of like a good little anchor to have also when you're competing, just because often there's a lot of thoughts going through your head, especially when you're close to winning a set or a match. I think it's important to kind of break it down, have little micro anchors or micro goals, not to be too outcome orientated. And so being loose, dropping my shoulders, having a loose wrist and getting the ball at the top of the bounce are always pretty imperative for me to play my best tennis. I'm not sure what it's like for other guys, but I imagine it probably wouldn't be too far off, because being loose is an essential part of playing good tennis. So here we are, just going cross court. I have to say Christian's a very, very solid player, has a good forehand. Obviously there's not too much moving going on right now. It's pretty isolated, but I have to say he moves extremely well. So it's good to hit a few forehands cross. Now onto my backhand. So my backhand is traditionally my most natural shot probably in my game. I feel very good on it. I feel like I can do most things with it, as I can do with my forehand as well, but it's always just been a shot that I've hit kind of clean. I haven't had too many occurrences in my career where it hasn't been there for me, which is good. And I think, as I'll mention in a later video, the backhand's seen as the shield in tennis and the forehand the sword. So it's important to be very solid with the backhand, not cough up too many errors. With the forehand you can certainly make a few more errors, as long as you're obviously hitting winners alongside. So here we have Christian at the net. Obviously you can't see him, it's just kind of obviously up close of what I'm doing. Just giving him some smashes. Just running through the general warm-up that you kind of do before a match really. I don't think we really did any drills today, or we didn't. It was just more or less getting a feel for the ball, getting the feet moving, getting back to full intensity. Here we are, being at the net. Now, I'd say when it comes to getting back to playing, having not played in a while, ground strokes and volleys are pretty good. I mean, it takes a little bit of time to see the ball. Like, I mean, it sounds a bit crazy to say that, but just pick up on the ball, especially when you're at the net. It comes obviously a little bit quicker than what you're used to if you haven't played too much. And I'd say for most professional tennis players, hitting the ball is never really too much of an issue when you haven't played in a long time. It's more to do with the movement. So just get the movement going, be loose, try and have the targets on the court. That's always what I do when I volley. I feel like my forehand volleys a very good volley. I think a previous coach of mine really helped with that. His name was Nick Brown. He put a target, I'd say, like a couple of feet away from the baseline, and I had to hit it. And for whatever reason, I just did it more naturally with my forehand. The backhand volley is, I'd say I could catch it further out in front. I think James, my friend, made a good comment. I feel like double-handers tend to hit the forehand volley better, and single-handers tend to hit the backhand volley better. I think it's because with single-handers they're naturally hitting the ball further out in front, whereas with double-handers it's less so, because obviously you have two hands on the racket, so there's only so much extension you can get. Good to run through a few smashes. I was a little bit apprehensive with the smashes there, so I didn't really want to go too big on them or hit too many. So this is the first time I've served in a while. As you can imagine, I was nervous for it, but so far so good. The serve for me is always the shot that if I don't play in a while is the one area I kind of lose the rhythm. I think it's probably the case with most players. I remember Federer talking about it a little bit when he was injured in the 2017. Sorry, he was injured in 2016, but coming back in 2017. Obviously panned out pretty well for him in the end because he ended up winning the Australian Open. But I certainly don't have those kind of goals in terms of coming back from my first tournament. I'm entered into the Australian Open, not yet anyway, but certainly not winning it. I'll probably try and get as much rust off as possible between now and my tournament, which is a couple of weeks away. So just the key with the serve is try and get a good rhythm, get the ball toss up. A couple of things I'm working on is keeping my head up at contact. Sometimes you can see that I pull down. The serve is without doubt the most important shot, especially I'd say the men's game. Obviously I'm a male professional tennis player, so it's difficult for me to comment too much on the women's game, but I'd say for the guys it is the most important shot. You can do extremely well just by serving well. Whereas, the other parts of your game, the other facets of your game, be it the forehand, backhand, volleys, etc., don't have to be top notch on that day, but if you're serving well, it's just difficult to beat, which is the main thing in tennis. Just try and be as difficult as possible. If you're holding serve pretty comfortably, even if you're, as I said, you're rusty from the back or not just feeling great from the back, you'll always get a chance to win the match. So just start to hit a few second serves. One thing I'd probably like to touch up on is that back foot. I'd probably like to be a little bit straighter and bring it tighter into my left foot. Sometimes it has a tendency to creep round. I don't think it's a massive issue, but aesthetically for sure it probably would look a little bit better and maybe aid in security and stability on the shot. If you want to make a few returns before the end of the session. I think we can safely say, last return coming up. Returning is a big part of my game, I have to say. Hey guys, so session complete with Christian behind me. Say hi, Chris. Great to be back out there. What can I say? Felt good, hitting the ball pretty clean. Certainly the movement that feels a little bit rusty to start off with, especially when you're going side to side, but I think after a few sessions I'll definitely get used to that. Now into the gym to mobilise, warm down, and get some lunch. Well, I hope you're all having a cracking day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Hi everyone, so that's my Wednesday complete. So a good hit with Christian. It was amazing to be back on court. I really feel happy with how I was striking the ball. Delighted, in fact. Managed to run through everything, kind of like a long warm up. No drills or anything like that, or points, which just tends to be the fun stuff. So none of that, but definitely I'll be hopefully doing that by the end of the week. So yeah, and then I obviously later did a core session which went really well. It's a core session I've done for a little while now. Like I've mentioned before, I'm a big fan of kettlebells, so I always love to incorporate a kettlebell into any of my sessions really. It's a big theme amongst the strength and conditioning, my strength and conditioning program. But yeah, delighted to get through that. Legs feel pretty good, all things considered. Obviously had a heavy day yesterday, Tuesday, and the day before, Monday. So yeah, good to have got it all done. Looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow's power. Also got another session on court, which is good. Shoulders holding up. So all in all, pretty positive. About to get some food and enjoy the rest of my evening. I hope you guys have a great evening too. Thank you.